Now at 5:30, a Middleborough family grieving after a fire claims the life of this 90-year-old woman. And tonight, investigators believe they know what caused it. Thanks for coming back with us. I'm Dan Janing.
And I'm Emily Bowles. NBC 10's Kennedy Buck is live in Middleborough, where the community is coming together to support the family. Kennedy?
Dan, Emily, family tells me this is a tough loss, not just for them, but for the community. They describe 90-year-old Ann Tickler as a loving mother and grandmother whose life was taken in a tragic way.
It's very tragic, sad. I feel for her family. I just hope she lived a good life.
Families say 90-year-old Ann Tickler was fun-loving, sweet, and an amazing mother. Unfortunately, she lost her life in a fire Monday morning where flames were seen shooting out of the house.
They arrived to a very hectic scene with a report of someone who was trapped in the building, and they had heavy fire showing from multiple windows on the first floor.
The cause is possibly linked to smoking materials not being discarded properly. We're told that Tickler lived in the house with her family, who was able to make it out, but couldn't reach her due to the fire consuming majority of the first floor.
Another thing that we were unable to determine is if there were any working smoke detectors in the home. So there were 3 people, they were all living and sleeping at the time on the second floor. The male occupant on the second floor was able to awaken everybody and get everybody from the second floor out of the house. They were unable to enter the house due to the amount and severity of the fire by that point in time to make an attempt to rescue the occupant that was on the first floor.
Many describe Tickler's family as loving and people who not only looked out for each other, but the entire community.
Her daughter was very sweet. She helped me out a couple of years ago when I needed help.
Very nice, quiet people, very nice, always, came over. They used to give stuff out of their garden.
A building inspector was on scene Tuesday afternoon taking a look at some of the damage, and luckily rebuilding is not out of the picture.
This house is not a complete loss. The structure of the house was saved.
The family tells me off camera that they could possibly rebuild and maybe move in, but right now their priority is to stay together and be there for one another during this difficult time. For now in Middleborough, Kennedy Buck, NBC 10 News.